DHCP configuration, router on a stick. On router 1 will be configured DHCP pools for VLAN 10 and VLAN 20, sub-interfaces for VLAN 10 and 20. On switch 1, VLAN 10 and VLAN 20. Ports will be configured 0/0 will be trunk port and 0/1 for VLAN 10 and 0/2 for VLAN 20. Let's start with configuration. Switch 1. Show IP interface brief. We can see ports that we're going to configure. Ethernet 0/0 will be configured as a trunk port, 0/1 to VLAN 10 and 0/2 to VLAN 20. Configure terminal, interface Ethernet 0/0, so we are configuring trunk ports first, switch port trunk, encapsulation.1q, and we are going to make this port trunk port with switch port mode trunk command. Next, we need to create VLANs, so to be able to assign ports to those VLANs, so we need to create VLAN 10 and VLAN 20. Command VLAN 10 will create VLAN 10, name IT, and VLAN 20, name sales. Next, it's to assign interface Ethernet 0/1 to VLAN 10, switch port mode access to make it access port, and switch port access VLAN 10. Now we are going to assign Ethernet 0/2 to VLAN 20 with same command, switch port mode access and switch port access VLAN 20. On router 1, show IP interface brief. We can see interfaces. We're going to create on gigabit Ethernet 0/0 two sub interfaces for VLAN 10 and for VLAN 20. So interface gigabit 0/0 dot 10, so sub interface for VLAN 10, interface gigabit 0/0 dot 10 encapsulation dot 1q, and we tag 10 for VLAN 10. Configure IP address 192.168.1 range with subnet mask 255.255.255.0, no shutdown. And we are going to create sub interface for VLAN 20 with same command, encapsulation.1q, tag 20 for VLAN 20, and IP address 192.168.2 range with subnet mask 255.255.255.0, no shutdown, to turn on this interface. Also, we're going to turn on interface gigabit 0/0. So we can see that change state to up. We can verify this with command show IP interface brief. So we can see that both sub interfaces have been created. So for VLAN 10 and VLAN 20. Next, it's to create DHCP pools for VLAN 10 and VLAN 20. So with command IP DHCP pool VLAN 10, network that will be allocated with command network 192.168.1 range and subnet mask 255.255.255.0. Default gateway or default router 192.168.1.1. This is address of our sub interface. And IP DHCP pool for VLAN 20, we're going to name it VLAN 20. Network 192.168.2.0 with subnet mask 255.255.255.0. We can try to do DHCP request from PC1, and we should be assigned IP address from the pool VLAN 10, which is 192.168.1 range, and it's correct. We got assigned IP address 192.168.1.2. From PC2 we are going to do also DHCP request. And it should be assigned address from pool VLAN 20, which is 192.168.2 range. So it is correct. We got address 192.168.2.2. I hope that you understand how to configure DHCP for different VLANs, and keep learning, continue learning, and thank you for watching.